So guys, in my last video, I talked about how to sleep better, and one of the tips of advice that I gave was that you want to sleep at the same time every day and you want to wake up at the same time every day. Now, I understand this is an odd piece of advice, like why can't you just get your 7 to 9 hours of sleep in whenever you can? Now, this is because you want your sleep pattern to match your circadian rhythm. Now, the circadian rhythm is an important body clock. It sort of matches the clock of day and night that's external. And light is an important factor of this clock, and I'll talk about that in a second. So, your circadian rhythm regulates a number of bodily functions, including your immune system, your digestive system, your hormonal system, including the secretion of things like testosterone and estrogen, and other things like sleep and cortisol. Now, for example, when it gets close to the evening time, your body releases melatonin, which is part of how you feel sleepy, and that puts you to sleep. And then in the morning, when it's around, say, 7, 8 o'clock, your blood pressure rises, the amount of cortisol in your blood rises, the amount of melatonin drops, so you wake up and you feel alert. And this is very important to your daily functioning. As I said, it regulates immunity, it regulates digestive system, so when you feel hungry, and if you're not matching it, then you're sort of messing up your daily cycle. You could wake up feeling groggy and be sleepy all day and then just be awake all night because it's not matching your circadian rhythm. And we're all aware of this in some form. Jet lag, that's basically what it does. So when you go for the first 2-3 days, your circadian rhythm is just badly disrupted. Now, on a day-to-day basis, you want to match it, and going to sleep and waking up at the same time every day will allow you to match it. Now, I said I talk more about light. Light is an important aspect of your circadian rhythm. So again, remember I talked about jet lag. If you go somewhere else, it takes a few days to adjust. Now, that adjustment process happens primarily because of light, because light is the primary trigger of your circadian rhythm. Now, when you wake up in the morning, light enters your eyes, and this is what triggers the day cycle of your circadian rhythm. So your blood pressure rises, your cortisol goes up, things that increase your sharpness and alertness for the day. That's why it's very important that when you wake up, you should get a lot of light exposure. The more light exposure you get in the day, the better, because that will help you establish and cement your circadian rhythm. And secondly, the same thing applies at night. Remember, I said keep the room dark and keep the room cool at night. And a part of the circadian rhythm is to drop your body temperature and increase melatonin secretion. And melatonin is dependent on light, as I talked about in the last video. So it is crucially important that you form this regular schedule so that your circadian rhythm stays constant. It's not like you can just jump off your circadian rhythm and you'll be fine. There's some suggestion that 15% of your genes are regulated by your circadian rhythm. And remember, I talked about all those bodily functions on a day-to-day basis that are affected by it: your digestion, your immunity. So not matching your circadian rhythm can increase your likelihood of getting sick, and it can lead to eating disorders or bad digestion, and the consequences are just so high that you really want to align yourself with your circadian rhythm. So yeah guys, this is why you need to go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day. You want to match your circadian rhythm, and some other tips to optimize this is to get lots of light in the morning and minimize the amount of light at night. You can do things to increase your body temperature in the morning, drop your body temperature at night, because these align with your circadian rhythm and will make your general state of well-being, your physical well-being, your emotional well-being a whole lot better if you're able to tap into this circadian inner clock of yours. That's all for today's video, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.